Welcome to the halfway impressions of 2013 anime. Now, just to let you know beforehand, I have not seen every anime out of this season, so there are some that I probably haven't seen and probably will not recommend to you. But most of them are the second seasons, like Synthogear, The World God Only Knows, although I want to see that, Genshiken, Senyu, Tekkyu, Hakaden, and a few others as well. But I'm going to recommend you the series that I had seen and that I would recommend to you throughout the season through the first 6 episodes or so of what I've watched through the season. Start off with actually a second season of something that I really would recommend, and that is High School DxD New. Now, I got into the series like literally just before this summer series just started, and I got to say that I loved the first season a lot. I really do like the characters, the bouncies in the series, and just overall how it went, and it was just a fun watch. Now, so second season, I have seen 4 episodes of second season so far of DxD New, and to be honest, everything that I had with the first season is still here in the second season, and I absolutely love that. For the first few episodes I've seen, it does focus a lot more on Kiba and his arc, and apparently this is the last season of High School DxD New from what I've heard. I just love all my characters like in the series. You know, I freaking love Rias, I love freaking Akino, Kiba, you know. This sort of series, I would recommend for you to actually wait until the series ends, then watch it. That's how I watched it from the first season, and I just, you know, watched like 3 to 4 episodes at a time, and it's just absolutely great watching this. But so far, for what I've seen so far of the series, and what I would give it a 8 out of 10. Next is Kimi no Aermacchi, A Town Where You Live. Now, this is based on an ongoing manga that I have read, and I actually have caught up to the ongoing manga. There's a lot of problems with this anime adaptation, mainly because they skipped the first arc in the anime and just went straight for the Tokyo arc, and it basically makes you think like, well, you have to see the 2 OVAs first before you can actually watch this anime, and unfortunately, that's going to turn a lot of people off to that, since like a lot of people don't know what the fuck is going on. What they tried to do to fix that is that they actually tried to mix in a bit of the first arc whilst in this anime, and it's a 12 episode series, and knowing that this is over nearly like 200 chapters long, you know, this is like they're just literally pounding in too much shit at once. Gonzo, for the animation, is alright. I don't really like it too much, but the story is very good and it is very emotional, but I don't think they're going to give it the just desserts that it deserved. So far, just mainly on a story and the characters, all that, I'd give this a 6 out of 10. I would highly recommend checking out the manga if you've seen the anime, but like literally episode 2 should fix a lot of the problems a lot of manga only fans have, but still I would recommend the manga. Next is Genai wo Kakeru Tairo, or otherwise known as Daybreak Illusion. Now, this is a very dark and gloomy series, and to be honest, I think this is a little hidden gem that I found throughout the series, and I'm so glad that I very checked this out. What I like about this series is that if you've seen Madoka Magica, which I'm currently watching and I haven't finished it yet, is that this does the dark sort of tones like Madoka does with the magical schoolgirl stuff, but this series feels a little bit more episodic than Madoka Magica, since there are little different cases. We find a little bit more about what they're facing, like the diamonias. Overall, I just love the character development so far. Every girl so far has had development. The animation looks gorgeous. The opening is gorgeous. Like the animation of that opening scene is gorgeous. The song is very good, done by Lisa. But also, the only problem I have with this series so far is that it is a little bit fast-paced than Madoka Magica, so I guess some stuff isn't like explained. I would like some like arcs and all that to be 2 episodes long, so it isn't like, you know, a perfect series, but so far it's one of my personal favorites from the season, and I would give it a 9 out of 10 so far. So on our list is Bloodland. Now, this is probably one of the most pumped up series that we've seen for the next season, and I've got to say, this is funny as hell. Like, this is great for people who like see like a lot of shonen series and manga, you know, and it's just, I love the main character stars, and I love pretty much the entire cast of Bloodlad. They're all funny, they're all great, and the animation for this series looks absolutely brilliant. The only problem with this series though is that it's very fast paced. For a monthly manga, we're already like in the 4th volume, of episode 6 according, like, if we're actually, or second volume if we're counting the English and American releases of the big 2-in-1 volumes that they have. Throughout all that, I absolutely love the series. Stars reminds me a lot of the character that I love, known as Gintoki from Gintama, and they both sort of have that same personality of I don't give a fuck, I'll do things my own way, and literally both are very good. So with all those little products and apparently nearly being 10 episodes, I hope that isn't that. I really would recommend Blood Lad as well, and I think I'll give this an 8 out of 10. Next is Fate Collide Lina Prisma Illya. Now this is just a spin-off for the Fate series, so you don't really have to care like what watching about, like, you know, Fate Stay Night to Fate Zero to this. Like, you can just like watch, I guess, Fate Stay Night and then go on to this. This is a very chill back, relaxed series, and it's basically like Tayo. It is a magical girl series where it has Illya as a magical girl instead of what happens in the Fate series. However, it is not as great as Tayo, but for the fans of Fate series like that, you do get a little preview of Heaven Fields parts. Like, you get to see like the Heaven Seal outfit, the saber, the a lot as well. You do get to see some old characters in some new animation, which is what the Fate like fan base has wanted to see for a while and all that. And the opening is great, and it's pretty much average. It's like, it's just chill back, something to watch on the side, and I give it probably a 6 out of 10. It isn't really for me for like the first, you know, 4 episodes I've seen, but there's also rumors that this has only got 10 episodes as well, so you know, we're pretty much halfway already through the series, so it's hard to believe that. Next on our list is Inotoki Sammy wa Tsukayo. This is a pretty funny series and pretty unique actually from a lot of the other slice of life, since it has a mysterious of the guy turning into a dog and, you know, getting shot and all that, and then he has to sort of find a way to get his body back, and also meets up with his favorite author from his books and all that, and tells her, like, you know, get your freaking shit together. Now what I like about this is that the main girl herself is so, like, you know, she's like a Medaka. If you've ever seen Medaka books, she is very much like that dominating, strong present and all that, and she just pretty much is a hardcore bitch. And, you know, it's pretty unique, really. But apparently, from what I've heard as well, since I've only seen the first 3 episodes of this series, and from what everyone, apparently it did go down a bit, and that is pretty meh. Now the animation isn't anything too special, neither is like the opening or ending. It's very weird actually, but I would give this series a 6 out of 10 because it is, you know, it is funny, and I still would recommend it. And now we have Watamote, or otherwise known as It's Not My Fault That I'm Not Popular, Watashi ga Motena no wa do Kanagatemo Omaro ga Warui. I probably butchered the fuck out of that name, but we'll go with it. Now what I really like about this series is that they're very experimental with the animation in this, is that they're pretty much doing every kind of special angle and all that, and just different kind of art styles, and that's what I really like a lot about this series. But another thing is that this series is absolutely balls out loud, laugh out loud, fucking funny. I absolutely enjoy the hell out of the story about how Kuroki is trying to get friends and how she is trying to get popular. It's just so ridiculous the amount of lengths that she will go for this. Not to mention, if you aren't a fan of music and all that, then you absolutely love the OST. It's just so calming and just goes to the mood with that. Not to mention as well that you do get an ending pretty much every single episode from, and not to mention I absolutely love the opening. It reminds me of Hunter x Hunter 2011 ending 1 with the whole screamer. So I don't know, I seem to like these kind of Japanese songs like that, like I seem to like them, like Lost in Las Vegas. I think that the band is like one of those songs, but especially with the opening as well for Watamote, this song I really much enjoy it. Overall, you're just gonna have a lot of fun with this series, and I just highly would recommend it if you just want to laugh out loud. It's literally, and so I would give it a 9 out of 10. Next is Silver Spoon Gin no Saji. This series is literally the life of me. I cannot bear it. Hachiken, we have a lot of resemblance, man. It's kind of creepy, but this series is a slice of life series that was actually done by the author of Fullmetal Alchemist, so don't expect anything from Fullmetal Alchemist to be in here. Well, apart from Greed, actually. I tell you, that guy, he just looks like Greed so much. Like, this series is so funny as hell, and it is probably the most recommended slice of life that I do. This series, it is so funny. I love the characters. The scenario is just so good, and it's just something, whenever you're depressed, you could literally just put this on, and this will cheer you right up. And I would wholeheartedly recommend this. Pacing is actually alright for the series, and they've already confirmed a live action and a second season for Gin no Sanji, so look forward to that. And I just would recommend this to you, just to watch it, guys. and I would give this a 9 out of 10. Next is Danganronpa Kibo no Gakuen to Zetsubo no Kokosei, the animation, Danganronpa the animation. This is literally a cross between Mirai Nikki and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and I really do like the premise of this. Like, basically 15 students getting in here, basically trapped, and the only way they can get out is by like killing one another, and then finding out who's the black and who's the white. And it's a very fucked up series, actually, when you think about like kids actually try to kill themselves just so they can get out. Antagonist Monokuma, what he literally does to people just to get them to kill, like they reveal their darkest secrets, like they do all this messed up shit, like off bribing them and like doing all kinds of crazy shit on the side. It's just very messed up. Now, apparently what the problem with this series is that it is very fast paced. It is a visual novel that they are going through the series very fast, which, to be honest, I haven't had a real problem with it. I mean, sure, I'd like to see some more characters a bit more developed, realizing some of them get killed off in like the second episode or like 6, so you don't really get to see a lot of what they could really do. But overall, I still would recommend Danganronpa, and I would give it an 8. And finally on our list is Gatchaman and Crowds. Now, for like a lot of people know, this is actually one of my favorite series so far of Summer 2013 anime. The animation for this series is absolutely insane. I absolutely love the animation to it. It's very much different from the original Gatchaman, which a lot of people have problems with, and to be honest, I'm actually fine with that because, you know, it's something new. It takes out of, like, you know, the original Gatchaman, and I didn't really care that much to the original anyway. And the main character herself, Hajime, is just so funny. She is very, like, a lovable girl, and she's just so weird. And then, as well, although she does sound stupid a lot of the time, she does make very good points, and she does seem like she's very much a different break from like other females we get in freaking anime, because she isn't over sexualized. Like, she ain't like freaking got a bust out everywhere. You know, she isn't like ugly ass, or she don't do like typical anime things for the most part. Overall, it is a very good series. The fighting in the series is very great. The CGI works very well with the Gatchaman transformation. The OST as well is just great. However, it has been a little bit slow paced for the past few episodes. Very like perfect series, but they do really do in depth with the world building as well, so I enjoy that as well. But overall, I would give this a 9 out of 10. 3 of animes that I would recommend for this season is Blood Lad, Silver Spoon, and I would recommend Danganronpa. Though, give a little check to some of the others, you know, like give out Gatchaman a try. I mean, I would recommend Fate Collide for some people, but I don't think it. High School DxD as well. I definitely watch the 3rd season before you watch that. And, you know, let me know if there's any other season stuff that you think I should have like talked about in this halfway impression, since I know there are a lot of people telling me about Kamisawa no Iya Nichio and the Frozen Maiden remix, and Tasia done the Monogatari series. But let me know what you guys think of the halfway so far of Summer 2013 anime. It's a very good season for what I've seen so far, and I really hope that it can end on a great note as well. But that's all from me, everyone, so thank you very much for watching. As always, remember, Strala Panda, sign out, and I'll see you next time, people.